This week, we're off to Georgia to pick up an exciting new build for our channel that we brought online sight unseen. But first, we need to inspect the aluminum trailer we traded our previous enclosed race trailer for last year. We have to grease the bearings and check everything thoroughly for our long journey ahead. The F-150 we previously brought and repaired on the channel has been fantastic for daily driving, but it didn't come with factory trailer brakes. After a bit of research on YouTube, I discovered that we can simply add the factory switch to the truck and activate this feature in the BCM. Luckily, we have another 2016 F-150 on our lot that has the switch we need. Since this will be a 17-hour round trip covering nearly 1,000 miles, Ed and I decided to leave Wilmington at 3 a.m. and hit the road. As we left North Carolina, we made our way through South Carolina in the early morning and crossed into Georgia just after sunrise. For this round trip with the 2.7 EcoBoost engine, we only spent $236 on fuel total and averaged an impressive 12 miles per gallon while towing. With the Plymouth set to go upholstery at the end of the summer, I've been on the lookout for our 2026 build. Troy, our upholstery guy, mentioned that a custom interior for the Plymouth will take 2 to 3 months, and I definitely want to work on another project during that time. So I've been scouring IAA and Facebook Marketplace for the past few months in search of the next build. I prefer buying from IAA because you don't have to deal with people being overly attached to their vehicles. And prices, well, they are often reasonable. Sure, there are buyer fees to consider, but once you get the hang of buying at auction, it becomes much easier than negotiating with every John, Tom, and Larry on Facebook. On Monday morning, while searching for anything older than 1980, I came across a vehicle that caught my eye, and I decided to bid live to ensure that I had a shot at it. Join us as we take you along for this road trip to new opportunities.
Right before he sets it on there, so it'll sit down on that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Not his truck. Alright, you can do the hand signal?
No, I'll let you do it because you got a best one. I didn't know it was a four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. Don't get it in here.
Got it. What is that?
small the rear end is? And this thing looks like it's in really good shape for 78.
Let's just speak hypothetically. If for some reason like your truck did like shit out on us, are you down to like try and get this one running?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Do the last strap. All right, so we're getting this thing loaded. Ed is finished strapping this thing down. We're all the way in Georgia, as I said. This video opened, I think. This thing, first appearance, Ed's checked it over while I was popping straps. This thing looks amazing. Dude, it looks phenomenal for what it is, especially a 78. No rust, it don't look like, but we're gonna dive into detail. We've just got to get out of Georgia. We've got a long ride back to North Carolina, and then we're gonna look this thing over and go through it, try to drive it, see if it will drive, see what we got. I'm super excited about this build. Feel like we got a good foundation. We try to load it towards the back. We got a long drive. That's just an F-150. Tow rating on that is 9,100 pounds. Trailer's rated at, Ed, what do you say, trailer is 10,000? I think that axles, trailer's 8. Yeah, so trailer's rated at 8,000, axles at 10,000, truck to 9,100, 2.7 EcoBoost. So we should be freaking solid. But let's get this thing back to Wilmington real fast.
Trailer brakes are money.
Trailer brakes working?
Oh yeah, you want to do tow haul or sport? Let's do sport, y'all.
I think tow haul.
Definitely tow haul.
Probably be better. Place that forward too, so there's not so much background noise. Bear with us on the background noise. So this is literally, we're pulling out. We're gonna see how this thing pulls. A 2.7 EcoBoost, 35-inch mud grapplers. We just put the trailer brakes on yesterday. Let me buckle the seatbelt.
Oh, me too.
So I'm curious of how he's gonna see. What do y'all think? Go ahead, if you want to, go ahead and put it in the comments real fast. Would you even do this? This is a 7.5 hour trip, I think. 2.7 EcoBoost. Our hands was kind of tied on this one.
So it's floored right now.
It's not floored. The tow was going to be $1,000 to $1,200 for this thing, and I was just like, "There's no way I'm gonna pay that." We were trying to take another F-150 that we had, but stuff didn't line up. Scrambled, got trailer brakes, factory trailer brakes, put on this thing last minute yesterday. Scrambled everything together and headed straight up here. So I'm very curious of how this thing tows. I mean, it feels good so far. I mean, we're not rolling fast, but it doesn't feel like the rear end's about to fall out of the truck. So it's towing. It was towing pretty good. We do have, I don't know if you hear my voice, we have a little vibration, but it's not all the time. So Ed's had it on cruise control at, what have we been, like 60, Ed? 58, 60? Yeah, 58 cruise control. Truck's holding it perfectly fine. We had 6 gear locked out tow haul mode. Transmission is hanging at 203. Perfect. But we got a little bit tight. You can barely feel a little bit of swaying. So that's going to be that we've got it a little too back heavy on it, and we need some more weight on the nose. And I'm wondering if the vibration also the weight on the nose. Let me know in the comments some points or tips if you have ever towed with an open car aluminum trailer like this. I do know they have a lot of flex and it can cause vibration. But if you have any pointers or tips, let us know. It looked pretty good, but this is the first time that I've ever towed with this thing, especially something this heavy. So we're going to try to adjust the weight on it and get rid of that sway as soon as we can get somewhere to a parking lot.
Really need to try and park this stuff.
Current situation is 51 miles per hour in a 55 zone with KFC on the back roads. I think we got like, it says 4.3 miles to, I guess, Highway 121. As soon as we get back on 95, it's looking like we could run 63 miles per hour and the trailer smoothed out. We did move the load and that didn't help at all. So I'm 100% sure that it's the tires are out of balance, because it does have that vibration when it's unloaded. It has it when it's loaded. I was hoping that the weight of the load would smooth it out, but it didn't. So we're definitely gonna get this truck unloaded, what's the day? Thursday, Friday morning, get this thing unloaded. And this trailer is going straight to my tire guy who can true these tires or balance them or whatever you need, because I am not dealing with this mess again.
Mr. Knox, take a seat. Tell me what's going on.
There's a man inside my mind making noises. Somehow I feel like I don't have a choice in it.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the slowdown on the slowdown.
He tells me I'm a chump and he tells me I'm broke. Waits around until I'm all alone.
What time of day or what kind of things does he say?
It's crazy how packed these Buc-ee's stay. Like literally, I mean, there's probably a million people that walk through the door every single day. If you've never seen one of these places in person, it's just unfreaking real.
Is that so? What time?
When it's 2:45